So real quick before we jump in, this audio overview was generated using AI for educational purposes by Carey Family Dental, and it does not replace a consultation with your dentist. Anyway, today we are doing a deep dive into, well, kind of a biological secret.
Yeah, and it's a pretty fascinating one, honestly.
Right, because if you look closely at the smiles around you, like 1 in 5 adults is actually hiding the fact that they are missing at least one tooth from birth.
And about 5% are missing multiple teeth, which is, I mean, it's just wild to think about.
It really is. It's kind of like downloading a software update on your phone, right? But a few specific lines of code just fail to install.
Oh, that is a great way to picture it.
Yeah, so you're just left with this blank space where an app should be.
Yeah.
But how does our biology just, forget to build a tooth?
Well, it doesn't really forget. It's more like it's following a slightly modified blueprint. Basically, this is a genetic condition passed down from your biological parents.
Oh, okay, so it's inherited.
Exactly. And the body actually skips specific teeth in a very predictable pattern. Usually it's the third molar, so the wisdom teeth.
Right, a lot of people just never get those.
Yeah, but then it's also the upper lateral incisors, which are those smaller teeth right next to your two front teeth.
Okay, yeah, I can picture those.
And finally, the second premolars, which sit right in front of your back molar.
Okay, so let's say a premolar just doesn't show up. Aside from maybe a cosmetic gap in your smile, what is the actual danger here? I mean, if it doesn't hurt, why not just ignore it?
Well, because your teeth actually rely on constant pressure from each other to stay upright.
Wait, really?
Yeah, think of them like books packed really tightly on a shelf. If you pull one book out, the ones next to it don't stay perfectly straight, right?
Oh, they start to lean and drift into the empty space.
Exactly. And that structural domino effect creates an unstable bite.
Which means your chewing pressure gets distributed all wrong.
Right, which can damage the remaining teeth. Plus, without a tooth root anchoring into the jaw, the bone itself actually loses its density and shape over time.
Because it's not getting any stimulation from the act of chewing.
Spot on. It just sort of degrades.
Wow. It sounds like a localized mechanical failure in the jaw. But looking at the clinical data in our sources today, this missing genetic code has some pretty crazy systemic consequences too.
It really does. It's not just about the...
Yeah, like if a person is missing 6 or more teeth, excluding those wisdom teeth, there's an associated higher risk for specific cancers.
particularly colon and ovarian cancer.
Which is just shocking. What is the biological bridge between, say, a missing incisor and a tumor in the colon? Because those seem completely unrelated.
I know it sounds bizarre, but it comes down to those shared genetic blueprints we talked about earlier.
Okay, how so?
Well, the exact same genes responsible for signaling cell development and tissue formation in your teeth also regulate cell growth in other parts of the body.
Like the colon and ovaries.
Right. So when that genetic code is altered enough to suppress the formation of 6 different teeth, it's a huge red flag.
It indicates that the cellular regulation in those other organs might also be compromised.
Exactly, making them way more vulnerable to unregulated growth.
So a routine dental x-ray isn't just looking for cavities or crooked teeth anymore. In these extreme cases, it's basically acting as an early warning system for your broader biological health.
That is exactly it. That early diagnosis is critical. X-rays reveal the missing teeth before the physical gaps cause the remaining teeth to drift.
You have to intervene before the bookshelf collapses, basically.
Right. And the treatments aren't just about filling a cosmetic hole. They're designed to restore the structural integrity of the jaw.
So what are the options?
Well, dental implants actually replace the missing root, which keeps the jawbone stimulated and healthy. Or you can use bonded bridges to lock the adjacent books in place, so to speak.
Oh, so they can't lean over.
Yep. Alternatively, there's targeted orthodontic treatment to shift all the remaining teeth firmly together and just close the gap entirely.
Or I guess if the bite is completely stable and the jawbone isn't degrading, the clinical choice might just be to leave the space alone and monitor it.
Yeah, absolutely. Not every gap requires intervention if the surrounding structure proves it can handle the missing piece.
We know this condition is deeply rooted in our genetics, heavily targeting teeth like wisdom teeth or lateral incisors, which leaves a really fascinating question for you to mull over.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Are congenitally missing teeth a biological error? Like a simple glitch in human DNA? Exactly. Slowly phasing out teeth our modern smaller jaws just don't need anymore. I mean, maybe that missing code isn't a bug at all.
Yeah, maybe it's a feature.